Yes, my dear friend, very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, Malaysia. Dear friend, you are highly welcome to this hot afternoon special edition. A lot is coming on. So much is on our table right now for this hot afternoon special edition. But ladies and gentlemen, I cannot talk about all. I will just hit on some major points and then we'll be done in 8-10 minutes. Yes, 8-10 minutes, I promise. Believe me, it is your lunch hour. I will not take much of your time. You on the African continent, I know how much time is important to you. I will not take much of your time. Just important ones. Enzo Maresca speaking at the press conference. Yes, Chelsea Leicester. Breaking news. But before I go to the breaking news, few things I want to talk about. Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham and Manchester United all have 9 games. 9 games to play in December. In 4 weeks. 9 games to play in 4 weeks. An average of 1 every 3-4 days. Every 3 days, an average of a game. Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham and Manchester United, they have 9 games to play within the month of December during the Christmas festivities. Are you prepared? Chelsea fans, how ready are you? Oh yes, the games are piled up. Not just the Premier League, they have the EFL Cup, they have the Conference League, they have the, how do you call it? FA Cup. A lot of games in December alone. But ladies and gentlemen, it is a season that will shape Chelsea up. We have the squad, we have the depth in the squad. We have the depth in the squad to take us through. I believe so. If our head coach, Enzo Maresca, as a matter of fact, it is in this December that we can really see Enzo Maresca, if he's truly tactically astute. Oh yes. So let's wait for that. 9 games in December alone, dear friends. Oh yeah. Now, on your screen, as you can see, the top goal scorers for Chelsea in all competitions this season. Top goal scorers for Chelsea in all competitions this season. Christopher Nkunku, 10 goals. Cole Palmer, 7. Nicola Jackson, 6. Joao Felix, 5. Noni Madueke, 5. Now, you ask, how come Christopher Nkunku is not playing the Premier League? Yes. And it is the reason why he's going to score 10 goals. Conference League, EFL Cup. 10 goals in a season. If you watch carefully, all the players that are playing in the Conference League and the EFL Cup, there are 3. There are 2. Joao Felix and Christopher Nkunku. Joao Felix have 5 goals. Christopher Nkunku have 10. Now, in the league, in the Premier League, you see Cole Palmer having 7, Jackson 6, Madueke having 5. These are the top scorers in Chelsea this season by far. You can analyze it by yourself and you understand it. The Premier League is a tough league. So if you see Cole Palmer scoring 7, remember Cole Palmer score penalties as well and free kicks. Jackson is only normal direct goal as your striker. Yes. Noni Madueke as your winger. So you can do your plus and minuses if you want to criticize. Hey, guys, before I continue, Ghana, my own country, Ghana. Yes, Ghana. Let's now talk just a little bit of Ghana. You see, the executive committee of GFA, Ghana Football Association, yes, Ghana Football Association, they met discussing the issue of Ghana Black Stars not being able to qualify for the AFCON 2025. Losing to teams like Niger, losing to teams like Sudan, home and away. It is abysmal. It's absurd. Very embarrassing. Internationally, 4-time AFCON winners. Yes, super powerhouse on the African continent for that matter. Ghana FA, the executive committee met, and they have decided to dissolve the management committee of the Black Stars. The management committee of the Black Stars, ladies and gentlemen, I am saying the management committee, there is a committee in place that manages the Black Stars of Ghana. That has been dissolved. The question I want to ask is, the management committee, do they have a role to play in the coaching of the players? Do they have any role to play in the selection of the players? Why the management committee has been dissolved and the coach and his technical staff are still in place? No. These are just management committee members. I know at every tournament, after the tournament, they receive the $100,000, whatever it is, bonus or whatever. Each, yes. But for the committee, the management committee to be dissolved, and the coaching staff, the technical team is still there. That is my question. Now, the information we receive is that next Wednesday, is it 27 or 28, the committee is going to be meeting again on the same issue to decide on whether the head coach, Otto Addo, should be sacked or not. The earlier the better. The earlier the better. I've heard calls from many quarters saying that, oh, we still have the World Cup qualification. Let's give it the opportunity. If we didn't call, hey, Ghana not going to the World Cup 2026. Canada, United States of America, Mexico. Look, even me, I'll be on the street with guns. I'm telling you the truth. Do you know how many people's destiny depends on Ghana qualifying to the World Cup in the US of A? There are a lot of families that's destiny. Their destiny depends on Ghana's qualification to the World Cup in the US of A, Canada, and Mexico. So nobody should even think or try it. We'll visit that again on another day. Ladies and gentlemen, our head coach has been speaking. The press conference and the breaking news, the big news for you tonight or this afternoon. You are in Africa, you are in the afternoon. Breaking news. Reece James is injured again. Our captain, Reece James, is injured. Yes, Chelsea captain Reece James is injured. Ladies and gentlemen, I am saying it. Our captain, Reece James, is injured and will not be available for our game against Leicester, according to our head coach, Enzo Maresca. What happened? On a press conference earlier today, Enzo Maresca on injuries. We have just one injured player. During the international break, Romeo Lavia went to Belgium with injury from the game against Arsenal. Right now, it's assumed that he's okay, he's fit. But our head coach coming up to say, Enzo Maresca said, we have just one injured player. That is Reece James. Reece James, unfortunately, he felt something small, and we don't want to take any risks for the weekend. Reece James did not play the game against Arsenal, if my memory serves me right. He was not in the first 11. Was he? Not in the first 11. So, he felt something, unfortunately, he felt something small when, at the training ground, he was not called for the international games. He was not part of England's squad for the international games. Not that my memory can serve me right. No, I think this one, my memory is perfectly right. So, how come that Reece James, who did not play or feature in the game against Arsenal, in our last game, after the international break, an important game for that matter, will now be hearing that he's injured? Chelsea fans, it's up to you. That is a big news right now. Maresca says he doesn't know how long James will be out. That small injury he's talking about, he says, I don't know how long James will be out for. Say it's too early to say whether He will be back next week. Well, listen, he continued. It was 2 days ago. Maresca continues. It was 2 days ago. He has to try and avoid as much as he can. But sometimes things happen. Even if you want to avoid that, hopefully he can be available for the next one. But he's not available for this one. He has to try to avoid as much as avoid what? Must Reece James now have a private training with a separate trainer? He doesn't have to train again for the rest of his life with the main squad. What is it at all? That, oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chelsea. Reece James again injury. This is the breaking news in a presser. I will not take much time, like I promised you. And therefore, let me end it here. Let me hear your thoughts. Reece James out again. What do you think? Real Madrid they came calling, right? You see, the fact remains that Reece James, with the system that we are used to, and a right back play, Reece James is the best right back in the world. Not the system Enzo Maresca is playing right now. Reece James crosses are top-notch cross as a right back. Real Madrid came calling. Should we let go? Let me hear from you in the comment section. Dear friends, I will see you guys in the next one. When you see me, shalom and peace.